Hi everyone, long time no see. And as the year comes to an end, so does all the times and events of Comic Cons for the year. But there's always next year for plenty of Comic Cons for wherever you live and whatever side of the country you live on. And Comic Cons are always exciting. They bring out the best of people. You see all the smiles and all the joy and see everyone having a ball of a time. But it's not always going to be easy. You can't just waltz into a building and, do whatever you want. There are certain guidelines and certain advice you should do. Certain stuff you should do along the way to help make your trip and time at Comic-Con much more easier. As someone who has been going to Comic-Con for about a decade now, take it from me, some advice. These are the tips and tricks to surviving Comic-Con. First up, you gotta bring plenty of money, especially cash. Celebrities always, 99% of the time, take cash. They are pretty expensive. They're like $60 to $100 depending on the celebrity. You got your TV celebrities, your movie celebrities, you got your voice acting celebrities, your all types of celebrities. So the range of the prices at its lowest, personally, is I've experienced is about $60, and that's just for pictures. Now, if you want to do an autograph, most of the time, an estimate amount, they'll do a $40 for just an autograph. But if you're looking to do like a combo of both an autograph and the picture, then you gotta bring plenty of money on you. Now, some places at the convention will take, debit or credit cards. There's certain like t-shirt stores or other kind of like stores in there. Food courts will definitely take cards, but if you're planning to make like a big purchase of whatever, if you're planning to get like comics or some sort of collectible, then you're definitely going to want to have some cash on you, because you're going to run out quickly of cash, and you definitely want to try to use your money as wisely as possible, because stuff ain't cheap up there. It's expensive for a reason. Also, a little tip as well, kind of like to the side. Buy your tickets beforehand. Make sure you get just in time. Get them early if you can. Don't buy last second, because by then they're probably all sold out, and then you're gonna have to wait till the next con to get it, and no one wants to wait till the next con. So, yeah, definitely bring cash with you if you're gonna meet celebrities and gonna big purchases up there. Next up, there is a sensory room for those who need it. So, Comic-Con is pretty inclusive to everyone. There are some people there who have like sensory issues of like hearing, or get like anxious of loud noises or crowds or whatever. So somewhere in the building there will be like a sensory room, and I'm sure just about every con has a room for this as well. So usually you would like find like a map or ask like staff there for where it is, and then you find the place, you find a meeting point, you get there, and when you get inside, you just take a minute or so to just relax, decompress, because there is going to be a lot of overwhelming stuff at Comic-Con, and you gotta be prepared for that type of stuff, because Comic-Con are a very popular event, no matter where they're being held. And no matter like how big the building is, how much room there is, you definitely want to come prepared. You gotta know what you're signing up for. But if you do need to take a break, there are sensory rooms. I've probably been one like once or twice a long time ago that I can't even remember. I'm just so eager to, do just about everything I can to meet people and buy stuff. But yeah, if you need a moment to decompress, if you're getting anxious, there is a sensory room for those who need it. Just ask for like staff or get like a map. You'll find one up there, and a majority of the Comic Cons are going to have one, so it's always nice to know that, there's always going to be a room to decompress. Next up, Comic Con is a giant safe space. As I mentioned before, it's a very inclusive event. You got people cosplaying all types of things. You got people who gender bend, you people who do like the mix up costumes and do like combos and like hybrids of cosplays of characters of different universes. It's just a lot of fun, Everyone's there trying to have a good time, Everyone is just so happy. Everyone's being friendly to one another. And, you want to treat everyone with respect, as if you want to be respected, because everyone's just trying to have fun, It doesn't matter if you don't like that cosplay or if you don't like that celebrity. You just got to be respectful to people. But, it's very, friendly up there, especially for like, the LGBTQ, like people of color, whatever, just people with disabilities. People are very like open-minded up there. A lot of people, will compliment you on your cosplay if you're doing like being creative or whatever. And a lot of people are there looking out for you. And there are like signs of like, consent. You have like kind of like ally tables and stuff like that, So if you ever do feel like bummed out or feel like you're being like picked on for whatever reason, there are definitely people you can go to, whether it's the staff or security or whatever. But most of the time, people are, pretty inclusive. People are open-minded. They're willing to take pictures with you if you ask them nicely, if you treat them well. If you ask them nicely, just as I mentioned in a past video with my tips and tricks of cosplaying, consent is very important when it comes to cosplay and meeting other celebrities, It's always best to ask a person if you could like put your arm around them, or if you could like get like a little close or whatever. Then 9 out of 10 times they won't mind it. It's really the thought of, you being concerned and asking about the showing maturity and consent, all that kind of stuff. Overall, it's just, it's a big safe space, Everyone will treat you nicely, people will love the cosplays, doesn't matter what you identify or what you look like or what your disability is. It's just fun, and that's all people care about. It's just about having a common interest of a certain, certain show or comic, movie, series. Everyone just has that one common thing that they all like, and that binds people together. And that's what makes it beautiful. So next up, have an itinerary or a plan ready before you go. Now, you could, it's always easier to just be prepared and kind of like expect the unexpected. because there are going to be times when celebrities do cancel last minute on you, or something inconvenient comes up. You gotta have a plan no matter what. So it's always best to have an itinerary. So have a time you wake up, have a time you leave the house to get to Comic-Con, you know. You have a time when you arrive, you know, a time to see this celebrity or attend this panel. You know, you gotta make, if you're trying to make plans for all that kind of stuff, you want to have like a certain schedule of when you're going to see things and, you know, how you're going to see it. Otherwise, you know, you're just going to go running back and forth like a chicken without a head. And no one wants that. You're just going to be rushing around, trying to get to one place to another, and it'd just be inconvenient. So if you want to make life easier, definitely come prepared, have an itinerary, have like an idea of who you want to meet, what time you want to meet them, what time you want to do some free time to look at comics or make purchases, because you're definitely going to be able to do all that kind of stuff. It's just a matter of how much you're going to do it and when you're going to do it. And finally, bring a secure bag for protection, like a fanny pack or a chain wallet. A couple of years ago, I was in New York. At one convention, I had like a chainless wallet on me, and I was pretty much kind of pickpocketed. And I didn't realize that until on the car ride on the way home. It wasn't the best. Was not a good feeling. You know, you have this wonderful experience, you had a wonderful day, and then it just ends on a sour note on the car ride home. So definitely try to come prepared. You know, you want to make sure no one is trying to steal anything off you. You want to bring something secure, like a fanny pack or maybe a chain wallet, maybe a backpack. That way, at least if someone were to hypothetically, you know, plunder something off you, you can at least feel it come in, or, you know, you could feel someone trying to take a grab of something on you. But overall, just try to be prepared on, you know, because there are definitely going to be at least one or two people up there going to try to take advantage of other people up there. And yeah, you want to be safe and sorry, and make sure your baggage is secure. Nothing is like, you know, out in the open. If you're going to bring a bag like this, you know, don't leave just like this, because otherwise people are going to most likely take something from you. And that's how I pretty much survived all my cons. That's how I've met so much celebrities and spent all the money to meet all kinds of people, you know, getting artwork and meet celebrities. It's definitely a great experience, but you gotta come prepared, money-wise. You gotta prepared financially, you know, how you're gonna dress or what you're gonna wear, and what your plan is up there. So overall, if you do go to Comic-Con, if you are a first-timer who is looking to try to go to a convention at some point in your life, I would recommend these tips, as these tips have always helped me a majority of the time at every convention I've been to. So if you do go to Comic-Con, have fun. If there's any advice you want from me on this kind of stuff, let me know. I'll do my best to explain it, and I hope to see you at Comic-Con.